All right, we got another one, Street Recon for Santa Monica. Santa Monica is quickly becoming maybe my favorite street in all of LA to photograph. I've been on Santa Monica many times, but never dedicated myself to just the street. And now that I've walked the street from basically the ocean all the way up into Westwood, yeah, Santa Monica Boulevard is just awesome for photography. Go over some quick stats here. Let's see, about 3.5 miles, 7,000 steps. Yeah, I was only out there for an hour and 20 minutes. 69 and cloudy. This is the first photography walk of this whole project where it was actually cloudy, and but it only lasts for like the first half hour. So first couple photos are cloudy, but after that the sun was kind of coming out, so got some sunny shots too. But I wanted to keep it all consistent, keep it sunny. But probably really doesn't matter that much because I was happy with the photos that I got today. But yeah, anyways, I started here on 14th and went all the way down to Pacific Palisades Park and walked back. So these first couple photos I'll put in the Wilshire project there. I was walking to Santa Monica Boulevard and took these on the way, so I'll include them here, but I'll put them in the Wilshire project. Anyway, so let's get started. Don't have that many to go over, but got bang for your buck today. Little statue, doing some gardening, but just being in LA reminded me of all those people on fentanyl, hunched over. This is what the fig tree does to the sidewalk. As you can see, it's just like caked in all the figs. If you watch any of these other street recons, I've been photographing this construction site every time I walk by it. And you can see this little kid, he loved it. His dad was opening one of these flaps, and the kid was just staring, looking at it. I went and talked to him, and I was like, yeah, I'm just like your kid. I'm kind of obsessed with the construction scene too. So we talked for a second. Cool guy. But yeah, got the hose. Love the hose. I think maybe this one's the best one just because you can see the dozer back there, and then the scoop, and the guy there, and the guy there. And I like the lines with the hose. And this one's pretty solid too. A little bit more tighter crop. All right, and these are the photos that would be starting the Santa Monica project. I take a photo of this house every time. Sticks out completely from any of the other architecture in the area. Old school Victorian looking house. It needs a lot of work done. Reminds me of back in Cincinnati. Some little smiley faces. Oh, and this way, since the sun wasn't out, usually I'll start it depends on where the sun's at. So for instance, the sun rises over here. So I would typically walk down which would be the northwestern part of the street, because I want the sun behind me, and I like shooting towards the building. So if I'm on this side of the street, I'm right-handed, I can quickly, with my right hand, take a photo with the light at my back and towards the buildings, which is ideal. But this time, since there was no sun, I walked on the southern part of Santa Monica, and I was like, maybe I'll get a different perspective. I got a couple different perspectives, so maybe I'll start walking on the opposite side of the street than I normally would in the future. But anyways, yeah, I got the smiley faces, old sign. We got a street poet. Word goose medicine cures cancer and kills lice. Very, very profound. Some storefronts. This is actually in Goodwill. They really put a lot of work into Goodwill over here with the mannequins. Kind of maybe harder to tell, but yeah, some sparkly pants, shirts. And yeah, this drew me in. The face on the sparkly shirt looks kind of creepy. And yeah, this is right in front of the Goodwill. I was walking, this guy just turned on the spigot, and this water was just shooting out everywhere, and he was washing his hands. And I just sat there, took a couple photos of him until he realized I was there. He didn't even see me taking photos of him. A real nice guy. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, man, my bad. And he turned it off for me real quick. And I was just thinking, nah, man, you made my day. Doing some protesting out there, contributing to the exploitation of the local workforce. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something to do with this building, I would assume. Full street scene there. Opposite walking, this woman was walking in the street. There was some drama on the street there, so she just walked around it all. Quick snap. I just like all the texture in the frame there. Would have deleted it, but the handlebars from the e-bike filled it out. Yeah, just some construction guys, simple street scene. This guy, I took a photo of him just because you couldn't see his head with the magazine in the way, but we'll come back to him later. Had a little chat with him. And then, yeah, I got to the end, and this is down on the PCH, and I actually had my iPhone out. I was taking photos of how clear it was because you could see Catalina Island and the point-to-point doom, like very clearly, which you usually can't see. So it's a super clear day. I was telephoting in on that, and then I heard some commotion down there on the PCH, which from where I was standing is a good, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 yards. These two were fighting on the PCH, which is the highway. And she had this stick, and you can tell it's kind of bent. And she was hitting him with this stick. I didn't get a shot of that, but yeah, they were fighting with the stick. So I was just sitting there taking a couple photos of it. They tried to separate, and then she was walking towards them. And here they are reunited. And then these two tourists, they look like they were like Japanese tourists maybe. There's this real popular, it's like a purple house right here. And they were taking selfies in front of that. And these people were just fighting, going to town. And these two were taking selfies. And I was like, they don't even see what's going on. They have no clue what's going on. And then these people started getting a little bit closer. And then as soon as they saw them walking, they just stopped and they just took off jogging. They were out of there. So at least they have some situational awareness. Anyways, yep, here's one of the photos. This is a little pedestrian pass. And I got a little person walking. There's the pier. That's actually Palos Verdes, which is a good 20 miles from where I was taking the photo. But using that telephoto, compresses it all in, taking a photo of these funky trees. And as I was taking a photo of these trees, there's a lot of like homeless advocates walking around the park here, just checking on the homeless population, making sure they're okay. I'm like down here trying to get a photo of all this stuff, and they were starting to walk towards me because they thought I was homeless, because I was acting like kind of weird, you know, pointing down, bending down. I had the homeless vibe going, but as soon as I stopped taking my photos and made eye contact with them, they just went on about their business. Yes, took this. You can see that's Catalina Island in the background. And that was the guy with the magazine. So the homeless advocates were talking to this guy after I was done taking photos of all this. I was like, I'm going to go there and snap a photo of this dude with the homeless advocates. And before I even got over there, he was like, hey, man, what branch of the military we're in? And so I told him. And then he asked me if he thought he should probably go to the hospital. And yeah, he's got this huge chunk out of his ear missing. He was telling me a story. He got hit by some skater in Venice Beach. So yeah, got popped in the ear with the old skateboard. Anyway, his name is Mark Carrington, I think. And yeah, Clover, definitely Irish dude, crazy Irish guy. Yeah, really, really nice guy. We sat there and chatted in front of the homeless advocates. And they're like young girls, you know, they're probably like in college. It's like their college part-time job. And I probably look so ridiculous. I'm down here taking a snap of this deformed ear, and they're just like watching it all go down. Anyway, that was a cool little moment. Interesting. Yep, on the way back, just interesting character, all masked up. Got the blonde wig. Man, why you got all these gloves on? It's like 70 degrees, you know? Okay. Just some infrastructure crumbling. Poor woman in the fetal position. Then I stopped in Blue Bottle. And yeah, Blue Bottle is definitely, it's expensive, but it's worth the hype because you drink it and it definitely motivates you. I should have got my cup or my cortado when I started the walk, and I got it on the way back. But it's all good. Those protest guys right there on the side of the sign. A little photo of my cortado, bang for your buck. Just a little angle of the buses here waiting. Here's the fire department. And yeah, just framed it all up there. This is Lincoln. This is Santa Monica. Just got a little compressed shot. Another street poet. Oh knows I'm a fag. I think some of the stuff you see people writing on these walls is pretty ridiculous. Little window shot, selfie. Made sure to get this guy in the background with the stride. That's that same building. A reflection shot here. Yep, trusty GR, best camera ever invented ever in the whole history of photography. The Recon GR is the best. And these are these guys, same guys right here. This chick was all masked up, collecting trash there in the bush. This BMW Santa Monica, just layering it all out. I like this building. It's like reminds me of like some 1950s mid-century modern maybe. Yeah, bike. The only reason I kept that is because the silhouette of his head was perfect there in the white. Just some signage, Honda, Snap-on. This part of Santa Monica Boulevard has a ton of car dealerships. Honda banners with the lady, one of the Subaru workers. And I'm on Wilshire at this point. I just thought that was a decent layered photo. Would have been better if I would have caught more of her face in it. And these two were posing. And I was like, why are they posing in front of this basic building? But then I looked up the definition of La Traviata. And I guess as an Italian word, it means like, I think it's like some kind of feminist thing. There's an opera and it's about women breaking out of social norms. So yeah, it's like one of those things where, if you're a woman, you don't have to be the standard woman. So yeah, she's posing in front of that for that reason is what I'm assuming. But anyways, there it is. Short and sweet, but Santa Monica Boulevard, Street Recon 4.